Welcome back, Gemini. How are y'all doing? Hope y'all are enjoying your weekend. Let's see what's going on for this weekend for Gemini Spirit. What should Gemini know? Give us a clear, concise message, please, and thank you. Don't forget, guys, to click on that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And let's get into this. I just wanted to come out. Remember that this is a general reading, so do take what resonates. Leave the rest for somebody else. Okay. Yes, you're no longer communicating with somebody. There's somebody around you that you're not talking to. Might be because this person has mental issues and they've been lashing out at you and planning things against you here. You are supposed to be a blessing in this person's life, but they don't see it that way. Okay? This is definitely somebody who's mean. They have a mean streak in them. And not only that, but they have very bad intentions. It's like you picked up on it. You know, you've lived through many different experiences. You already saw the red flags when it came to this person. So you knew that you needed to get away from them. You saw what they were up to. You saw what their hidden agenda was. You know, you saw what was going on. This is why you cut this person out of your life. You're not talking to this person. Unfortunately, because of circumstances, this person is still around you. There is somebody that is around y'all that's trying to like be the peacekeeper between the two of you. I see this person as trying to give to both of you, and I see this person as like, you know, possibly trying to tell that person, you need to make a decision. It's Gemini or me. You know, you can't be friends with both of us, or something like that is going on here. Okay. You know, you and this person might have had some arguments, and you realized that this person wasn't worth your time or energy. You realized there was no point in trying to argue or trying to win an argument with this person because it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter to you. And you saw that you were getting nowhere. There was no point in even trying to talk to this person. Now, because you did that and because you saw right through them, now this person is upset, right? For one of you, you might have kicked this person out of the house, or maybe you had to leave the house. Somebody here lost their home. I feel very strongly that this person was what we call a homosexual. I believe, I think another YouTuber is the one that came up with this word, a homosexual. I don't know. You might want to check it out. Her name is Princess Prepper. She was talking about a homosexual. I think this person could have been a homosexual, which is somebody who looks for people. Doesn't have to be romantic, but they look for people that they can cling on to so they could get free rent. So they could stay with that person and not have to pay for the bills and things like that, right? So I think for a handful of you, or maybe a couple of you, you were dealing with somebody like that, what we call a homosexual. Anyways, it looks like you have friends around you, Gemini, that is supporting you. You have friends around you who is possibly defending you here. Yeah, this person did something out of impulsivity, like they did something impulsive, and now people around is really starting to see this person's true colors. Let's see. Yeah. See, they're not going to get what they want now because you've already healed and you've isolated yourself from this person. I do see this person is going into hermit mode. Now they're really thinking about what happened between the two of you. They're trying to figure things out. They're not happy about the situation. You know, it's their own doing. You're coming out as somebody who's very grounded and loving and caring. And you might feel unsure about the situation, like because of these people that are coming in to defend you and protect you, right? You might feel um a certain kind of way about the situation, like being exposed. You could feel being exposed, or you feel like people are getting into this. It might make you feel maybe embarrassed. What might be a word that describes it, but you're uncomfortable with people coming in and defending you. Eh, or it could just be one specific person coming in and defending you. It doesn't have to be the whole group. It could just be one specific person. Maybe you just didn't want that person to know your business. Maybe you didn't want that person to be a part of this, okay? Maybe because this person has never done anything for you in the past, so why are they doing it now? Which I don't blame you for thinking that way, because if somebody never did anything for me, I would be thinking the same way, like, why? Why are you here now, right? Yeah. So you are looking at this other person who's defending you, and you're like, what's up? What's going on with you? Why are you doing this, right? Yes. Hmm. But what you don't know, Gemini, is that this person has had their problems with that person as well. So it's like y'all have the same enemy. So now this person's coming in to defend you because they hate that person more than they hate you. And it's not really like they hate you, it could be that you make this person feel inferior. You know, you just discourage, like something about your energy discourages this person. Maybe you're better at something than they are. Maybe you're better looking than they are. Maybe you get more attention than they do. It's something like that. It's not like really they hate you. They just don't like to be around you because you make them feel inferior. You make them feel less than, right? So now that the two of you have the same enemy, now they're like, yeah, they're willing to defend you now, you know. Now they're like, yeah, let's go after this person, let me defend Gemini, because I guess to them, you're the lesser of the two evils because you're not like the aggressive type of person. You're not the kind of person that's going to be attacking them and doing the kind of shady things that this person does to them, right? So, in their mind, even though they feel uncomfortable around you and you make them feel a certain kind of way, you're still not the public enemy number one, in their mind, right? So that's why they're going to defend you. And, of course, you're going to be wondering why, and that's pretty much why. Something could be built between the two of you. I see something like working out or something between the two of you. So maybe not becoming friends or anything, but at least polite, I would say, between you and this other person. Politeness is going to grow between the two of you because y'all share a common enemy. And it's not just that, but they know the lies that that person is saying, the gossip that that other person is trying to spread about you, so they know, you know what I mean? And they've had that person do the same thing to them. People who run around gossiping about people and then they'll go and gossip to this person about the other person, they don't realize people are looking at them like, oh, okay, every time I get around you, you're gossiping about somebody, that kind of thing. So it looks like this person woke up, to that. Okay, so what's going to happen here? You got something good coming towards you, okay? Looks like somebody's going to be giving to you, more giving than normal. It does look like you're going to be working alone on something. And getting a wish fulfillment. Okay, something that you wish for is coming through, Gemini. Something that you've been wanting. I'm also seeing healing being done. Feeling very content with the situation, but I'm also seeing some kind of chaos is going to end up coming out of a situation. So it has something to do with the family. Like a family is going to be uprooted. Maybe you might have to move. Maybe you might have to travel. But there's going to be a sadness in the family, some kind of chaos in the family. And it's going to be something that you're going to find very difficult to walk away from. Or you might have, yeah, it looks like you're having a hard time. So something's coming. Is Gemini traveling? Because I'm getting like travel. Because it's like you're having a hard time leaving something behind. Is Gemini traveling, yes or no? Is Gemini traveling, yes or no? Let's see what comes out, Gemini. Is Gemini traveling? Does this want to come out? Magician in reverse. No, you're not traveling. Okay. Let's see. Is Gemini relocating? Is that what it is? Is Gemini relocating? Five of Pentacles in reverse, I would say that is a yes. Okay, so yes, you are relocating. Let me just verify that really quickly because I believe that's a yes. Yeah, it is a yes. Okay, so it is a yes, Gemini. You are relocating, so something that you've been wanting is coming through, something that you've been needing. You might have a mother figure who's going to be upset about this situation. That might be why you're going to have problems with the family. Maybe the family's going to be upset. You might be traveling alone for a little while. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands coming out. So, yes, you're going to be traveling possibly alone for a little while. Maybe that's why that came out too, because you have the Three of Coins coming out twice in reverse. So, it seems like you're going to be on your own. You're going to be on this decision on your own for a while. That's what I'm hearing. You're not going to have people who are going to support this specific decision to move, to relocate. Like nobody's going to want to see you relocating. And not only that, but I feel like the progress that you're going to get once you do move, yes, even though I see it being emotionally fulfilling for you, financially it might be something that's going to be very slow coming. Like it's going to be very slow for you to build yourself back up again. Or maybe you're going to leave back, like maybe you're going to leave behind your furniture and clothes, or you're going to get rid of things. And so it's going to take a while for you to rebuild somewhere else, right? So be careful also with missing certain steps, like taking shortcuts. Okay, be very careful with taking shortcuts. Be very careful because that's going to end up causing you to go down the wrong road there. Okay, but over here, if you look here, we have the Knight of Wands. So I do feel very strongly that you're going to be excited about this. This is something that you feel like you really got to do. It's something that's going to cause you to just feel alive again. And I think that's the point here. This is why you're going to have to do this, is because it's going to be something that's going to like really shake things up in your life, but not necessarily in a bad way. Yeah, maybe people in your family are not going to be so happy about it, but it's actually going to be something that's going to be really good because it's going to bring out like some creativity in you, and make you feel very inspired and renewed and ready to go again. I could see you. I could see you exploring something. So it's like you're going to go somewhere where you're going to be able to explore. And that's something that's going to drive you. It's gonna really push you to move forward. It's really gonna help you move forward and build. I would say build, but also get on top of things. Get on top of things away from these people, right? And not only that, but it's gonna help you forget. Forget the people you want to forget, right? That's what I'm seeing here. Maybe one of these people could be like an ex for one of you, right? You just want to get away from that person, get away from the places that remind you of that person, things like that. This is going to be a good thing for you. All right, Gemini, I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading. So if you are ready to relocate, I highly suggest go ahead and get ready. But before you do, I would highly suggest to check out the hospitals that you're heading toward. I mean, I think we tend to look at a place, but we always forget about the hospitals, about those kind of things. So you might want to look into that before you move. Find out what kind of hospitals or hospital is around, emergency room, check out their reputation, and because the last thing you want to do is do what I did. I moved into an area, I thought it was great, which it is great, but the emergency room here is horrible. I had a horrible experience here, and I will never go back again. So now, if an emergency happens, I actually have to go 42, 45 miles out because I will not go to the hospital that's closer to me, which is only like 30 miles away. So I will not go there. I will go ahead and drive the extra 12 miles, which is really hard to do here. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of this reading. So do check the emergency room in the hospitals before you go. Don't make the same mistake I did. And that's it. That's what I advise for you to do. Catch me in the next one, Gemini. Congratulations on your new life because it looks like you're heading in that direction. And right now, I've noticed that a lot of people are doing exactly this. A lot of people are, moving. People are moving around. We have people that moved from California to Texas and now they're moving back. But you know what? It's a good experience, though. It really is. Moving to a new location actually helps you mentally, I believe, even though it's stressful at the beginning. But it does end up helping you become like mentally stronger, and it just helps you all the way around to appreciate what you have there, to appreciate what you have over here. It just gives you a, let me see, like a different perspective of things. I'm trying to think what else. There's word. I mean, it just helps. Trust me. I have moved here and there, and I don't regret it. I feel very good about it. I'm glad that I made the friendships I've made. I'm glad that I've experienced different cultures, actually. I've actually have experienced different cultures. I grew up very, very much Mexican, in a Mexican community, Mexican home. Um, yeah, so it was really shocking for me when I moved around, white people and other races. So it's been an experience, and I think it's been a really good experience for me to be around other people, other cultures, and it just makes you appreciate your own culture even more. You know what I mean? So that's all I want to say. Anyways, congratulations, Gemini. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope this helps you in some kind of way. If you've been wondering, should you relocate? It looks like yes. Okay, it is going to be, a slow turning point when it comes to rebuilding your life again, but you can do it and you have what it takes to do it. Other people around you might be jealous about this situation. They might not like it, because you're doing something different than what other people are doing in your community. But it looks like you have the strength. You have the strength and you have the courage to do this and to be successful out of it. Okay? All right, guys. Bye bye.